Hello, everybody. My name is Retro Soul Sick, and I think it's all right. I'm dragging my microphone over. So, I haven't made an update video in quite a long time, and you're probably wondering, where are you? This isn't your normal recording setup. And today you would be right. I have moved. I've wanted to move for quite a few years, and my wife and I finally decided, you know what? Kids are moved out. Now's the time. Been planning it for about a little over a year. I never mentioned it before. I'm not going to say where we moved specifically. I'll just say we moved south, and I am surrounded by mountains, which is an unreal thing for me. Having lived in the Midwest region where there's no mountains, for my entire life, it's unreal. I mean, to go to the next town, you literally have to scale up a mountain, which is like, what? It's surreal. Found a nice, quiet little town. Amazing. Got an old trailer, but we're fixing it up, making it work right. It's going good. I got a little room here. Not a teeny tiny room, but small room. I think it was supposed to be like a kid's bedroom, like that. But it works out perfectly well for my office to do all my recording and stuff like that. I know I look like 10 years younger without my beard. I just got tired of it. I'll do that for a while. I'll get tired of it. Then I'll grow it back. And then I'll get rid of it. I work at a job now that really I deal with a lot of food and stuff, so it's best not to have it. I don't bother with it no more. Fill you guys on that part of my life. All three of our dogs are here. Everybody's doing good. Everything's going pretty good. The next series I have coming out are Army Men Air Attack, Bonkers, Super Nintendo, Castlevania Bloodlines. All those are recorded and uploaded. Bonkers, you should pretty soon. After Dynasty Warriors with the wife. I think it's Army Men Air Attack. No. Yeah. Let me double check that. Because I'm sitting here going, I think I'm right, but I 100%. Aren't you ever on the ball? Because I do these spontaneously. Fish. Alright. So yeah, Bonkers comes out on the 18th. Wait. They don't have a pass. Anyway. Then after that is Army Men Air Attack, which I think is a Wednesday because it was only a 4-episode thing. And then after that Army Men Air Attack is Castlevania Bloodlines, which is only 3 episodes, and first Castlevania I've ever been. So yeah, it worked out pretty good. Right now I am recording Final Fantasy X. Once I get 10 episodes of that, I'll start uploading that, and that'll be after January 3rd. So still got another month to go. Hopefully I can make it work. Hopefully I don't miss a upload schedule. And that was a game downloading. I've got a lot of older games downloaded now that we're really gonna have some fun with. The original Quake, Star Wars Pod Racer, a lot of old Star Wars games. Command and Conquer Red Alert, Command and Conquer Generals, which are my two favorite Command and Conquer's. The only ones I've ever beaten are really fun. I've got a physical Philips CDI, and have Hotel Mario and Link the Faces of Evil, as well as coming in, I've got Zelda the Wand of Gamelon, which is 2 of the 3 Unholy Trio. I cannot buy. I'll have to do Zelda's Adventure off of Iran because I am not paying the exorbitant prices that they're wanting, which is like anywhere between $700 and $1,700. No, that's just crazy. So no, the new Switch game for Zelda is not the first Zelda game. First Zelda game was Zelda the Wand of Gamelon, and then Zelda's Adventure. Those 2 were the first Zelda. Although Nintendo won't actively acknowledge that, so take that for what it is. I'm having a lot of fun with Final Fantasy X. This version does not have achievements, and that's because it's the North American version, not the international, which is fine. I really don't care. I just wanted to do it because it's fun, and Final Fantasies for me are really tricky to do because they take a long time because you got to go out and grind. You gotta go and grind and stuff like that. It's a tricky thing to do because you don't know how much grinding you're gonna have to do, and if you have to go and grind again, well, because when I first played Final Fantasy X when I was much younger, when I was a teenager, I spent the better part of a year, but I was severely overpowered by the time I reached the final boss. And I mean severely overpowered. Like, I wiped the floor with him, and overpowered. So I want it to be a tiny bit of a challenge, at least, so I won't do as much grinding. But I found one really big fix, which I mentioned in the series, is that if you use any action with a character in a battle, it can be as simple as toss a potion. You can walk up and whack in the back of the head with their staff, which doesn't do much damage. You can send a Moogle or send Lulu's little Moogle to hit an air target, which it won't. It'll miss. Still counts as an action. Any action. Can be cheering, can be tossing an item, using a special skill, can be attacking your fellow players, anything. And I need to get a drink here. And it will give you experience. Now, it doesn't detract from, as far as I can tell, it doesn't detract from the amount of experience that you gain anyway, even if you're using 1 or 2 characters. It just gives an equal amount. So say you kill a group of enemies with just Titus, and I guess it's Titus Sentinel. I'll kill. He gets 300 experience for this battle. Now you use every character, all of them get 300 experience for that battle. So if you do that while you're grinding, all your characters will level up equally, and it will go a lot smoother. The only problem that I'm having at this moment is getting level 1 key spheres. And that's going to hamper Imari a little bit. Not right away, but very level 1 key spheres aren't that hard to find. So I'll have to do some research on where to find them. But I know there's certain I can drop one. Your really challenging ones are level 3. Level 3s are the hardest one. Level 4, you can get enough to get Ultima, but Ultima can't. It's literally just Demi, but instead of doing a quarter of the health, it does a half. Which is nice in certain circumstances. And I don't know where some of the Aeons are, but I'm nowhere near the optional one. So I'm not worried about that right now. I think at this moment I am in Luca, and I am getting ready for the second Blitzball, the final Blitzball match. And if I can win that one, I can get Waka's special weapon. I think his ultimate weapon. I think. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Final Fantasy X almost as much as Final Fantasy 12, which I will be redoing Final Fantasy 12 at some point, because the one that I did was the Zodiac Age, which was remastered international version, and I want to show you guys how powerful the old US PS2 edition was, and how OP you could make your characters in that. You thought those characters were OP in Zodiac Age? Oh no, brother! How about everybody learning everything, having every weapon, every armor? Oh, there it gets psycho powerful. Oh, let's put it this way. I felt sorry for the final boss, because I smacked him around like a rag, like a little kid's toy, and punted him around the room. It was bad. And that version does have achievements. It's really fun for me to grind afterwards, getting some of those missions and stuff. The Zodiac Age does have it too. That's I have that downloaded on my Steam Deck. That's one thing I'm playing on my Steam Deck off the computer, so I can focus on the retro content on the computer and Steam stuff or Steam achievements and stuff on the Steam Deck. Which coincidentally is Arch Linux as its base, which is kind of cool. I've often thought about Arch Linux. I had some bad experiences yesterday with Nobara Linux and Linux. I tried them both because I wanted to switch over. And the problem I was having with Novara, and if any Novara people are watching, I'd love some advice on it. I was using the KDE, the well, it's not the KDE version, but it's the main version that uses KDE. And anytime I would switch, say the any of the like skins for the Windows or taskbar or anything like that, I could not activate my system settings. I still might switch and just not do anything until a new version of KDE comes out. But yeah, that was having problems with that. And so I was like, okay, I'll switch to Linux Mint. Would not recognize, well, wouldn't recognize it, wouldn't let me mount my other drives because they were NTFS. And that bothered me because it never done that before, and apparently that's something with the 6.8 kernel. So I have to wait for a new kernel or see if there's a way I can fix Nobara's plasma issue, or even use the GNOME. Never used GNOME. Might be worth a shot. Heck, why not? I'll give it a shot and see how it looks. Maybe we'll boot into a live USB. Because I prefer using Linux over. I really do. It's just how I like it. I'm gonna switch all my PC games over to OneDrive that I have on Steam that I have downloaded. I have so many icons. Like I downloaded. Let's put it this way. I downloaded Fallout 1, Fallout 2. Those are gonna be fun, and I can't wait to do them. Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 for when I eventually get back on the trolley for the Magic Only run, which I will be doing at some point. I don't know when, but at some point. Final Fantasy 2, Half-Life 2, which I almost beat Half-Life on stream years ago, and I just never finished it. Fable the Lost Chapter, that's one I've wanted to do for a while, because I tried it before, I wasn't getting many views, but at the time I was going through a lot. I put it on the shelf. Hexen and Heretic, which are great, like Doom like games. They're very much like the original Doom, but that has magical to it, like gargoyles using a wand, or crossbow has ethereal arrows and stuff. It's really really cool. Pod Racer, like I said, Empire at War, Star Wars Empire at War. I need to do the Empire campaign. I did the Rebel. Star Wars Dark Forces, which is pretty much Doom but Star Wars, or Wolfenstein but Star Wars. Star Wars Rebellion, which I've have but never tried it out. Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. Galactic Battlegrounds, which like Command and Conquer. So like a predecessor to Empire War. TIE Fighter, Star Wars TIE Fighter, X-Wing Alliance, X-Wing vs. TIE Fighter, Tomb Raider 1, Command and Conquer Renegade, which was the only first-person, third-person, Command and Conquer replay as a command and run around blowing up. I have the Mega Man Legacy Collection. I think the only Mega Man I've ever beat was Mega Man X. I have that on screen. I have that on the channel. They have the X Collection 1 and X Collection 2, which are like 6. Project Zomboid's on there too. One of my favorites. Driving quickly. Stock up. Star Wars Republic Commando is the one I so badly want to do. I beat it in a weekend. I rented it. It was flipping fantastic. I loved it. So I've got so many Steam games ready to go. I've got so many other games. I've got all these games on the shelves, all these consoles ready to go. I wish I had more time to do. You get what I'm saying? I have so many games to play, so many games to record, share with you guys. Like I said, I have a physical Philips CDI. I'll show you something. I have over 20. I think I'll have like 23 games for the CDI. Here's Hotel Mario. Yeah. It's actually not a bad game. I played it, got through like all the way through the second castle, and it wasn't that bad. I might end up doing that sometime soon. Link the Faces of Evil. One of the unholy trinity of Zelda games. And it's something else. It's nothing like any Zelda you have ever played. But it looks really fun. I'll have to watch some videos and like re-up some guides on how to really optimize my playthrough of it. But that's something I really want to do, and I really don't want to do more Souls content. I've got so many ideas. I still got the original ideas that I have of magic only, and then miracles, and then the our faith-based runs, and then of the ones I can, ones that aren't gonna break, and then Pyroman. So I can't wait for those. That's gonna be a lot of and then crossbow run. I'm definitely thinking about doing crossbow or daggers only, or I have one already in my mind of consumables only. I don't know what's working in older games, but Elden Ring I could definitely do, because Elden Ring has a lot. Who could? Only. But I've wasted enough of you guys' time. I'm gonna go record more Final Fantasy X once I reach 10 episodes, which is 3 episodes now. I'll start uploading those, and that's another 5 weeks of content right there. So it gives me another 5 weeks to grind. That should be quite, because a lot of it I won't be getting to a point where I really have to stop and super hard until I stop at the Meehan High Road. Then probably in Macalania Forest. And then after before Macalania Temple. And home spot. Because the fight against Seymour up in Gagazette, pain if you're not properly leveled. It's just not fun. That's where I stopped my last run. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you.